For years, my favorite word was yes. Yes, I can help. Yes, I'll work late. Yes, I'll listen even when I'm exhausted. I thought saying yes made me a good person, a good friend, daughter, employee. But every yes to others was a quiet no to myself. I was saying no to rest, no to my own needs, no to peace of mind. My life felt like a checklist for everyone else with no room for me. There was no dramatic turning point, just a slow build of resentment and exhaustion. I dreaded my phone ringing, afraid it meant another demand I couldn't refuse. I was trapped by my own kindness, smiling outside but drowning inside. My own dreams gathered dust while I helped others build theirs. I was burning out, physically tired, emotionally drained, spiritually empty. I started to resent the very people I wanted to please. That resentment was a red flag. Something was wrong. Healthy relationships shouldn't make you feel used or angry. Mine felt one-sided. I gave everything and got more requests in return. If I didn't change, I'd have nothing left for anyone, including myself. That's when I discovered boundaries. At first, boundaries felt selfish and mean. But I learned you can't pour from an empty cup. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about making space to breathe, heal, and rediscover yourself. Saying no with kindness lets you say a true yes to what matters. This was the start of my journey back to myself. I began to find peace in my own life. Many people think boundaries are cold walls to keep others out, but healthy boundaries are more like fences with gates. You decide who comes in and when. Boundaries aren't about shutting out the world. They're about creating a safe, peaceful space for yourself. They're the lines we draw to protect our well-being. Boundaries are the rules of engagement for our relationships. They teach others how to treat us and communicate our needs and limits. When you set boundaries, you're saying, "This is me. This is what I need to feel safe and respected." Without boundaries, we lose ourselves in others' demands. Healthy boundaries are essential for mental, emotional, and physical health. Without them, we feel stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. We carry others' problems as our own, leading to real health issues. Boundaries help us manage stress and conserve energy for what matters. They give us permission to rest and recharge, a necessity, not a luxury. Boundaries create peace, not conflict. When everyone knows the rules, there's less misunderstanding and resentment. Good boundaries make relationships stronger and more honest. People know where they stand and trust you'll communicate your needs. It's not about hiding. It's about building a sanctuary where you can be your true self. You deserve that inner peace. How do you know you need better boundaries? Your body and emotions will tell you. Resentment is a big sign. Doing things for others while feeling angry or bitter means you've crossed your own limits. Constant exhaustion is another clue. If you're always on, always giving, and never have time for yourself, your life is screaming for boundaries. Guilt for self-care is a red flag. If you feel selfish for resting or putting your needs first, you've been conditioned to put yourself last. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. Persistent anxiety or feeling taken for granted means your limits aren't being respected. If people assume you'll always be available and you feel unappreciated, it's time to set boundaries. People can't respect boundaries they don't know exist. If you feel like a doormat, it's time to stand up. Draw a line. My peace is important and I will protect it. Listen to your resentment, exhaustion, and anxiety. They're signals. Boundaries are the answer. Protect your peace. Boundaries aren't one size fits all. They come in different forms. There are 5 key areas: emotional, time, physical, digital, and financial. Each protects a different part of your well-being. Emotional boundaries protect your feelings. Time boundaries guard your schedule and priorities. Physical boundaries relate to your body and personal space. Digital boundaries manage your tech and social media use. Financial boundaries protect your money and resources. Recognizing which type is being crossed helps you respond clearly. In the next sections, we'll explore each type and give you practical phrases to set them. It's time to start drawing those lines. Emotional boundaries protect your energy and heart. They create space between your feelings and others' emotions. Without them, you absorb everyone's stress and sadness, draining yourself. A healthy boundary says, "I care, but I'm not responsible for fixing your problems." You can be supportive without becoming someone's therapist. You're responsible for your happiness. They're responsible for theirs. Limit what you share and what you take in. You don't have to listen to endless negativity or overshare your life. Try, "I have 10 minutes to listen," or "I'm not comfortable talking about that." These phrases protect your heart and preserve your energy. Your time is precious. Set limits on how you spend it. Time boundaries mean saying no to what doesn't align with your priorities. Treat your needs, rest, hobbies, goals, as important appointments. Take control of your schedule instead of letting it control you. Get clear on your priorities, then say no to what interferes. Protect your time by not answering work emails after hours or scheduling downtime. Physical boundaries are about your body and personal space. You decide who can touch you, when, and how. Honor your comfort. Your body is your own. Try, "Thank you, but I can't make it," or "Please don't touch me right now." These statements are clear, respectful, and firm. They teach others how to interact with you safely. We need digital boundaries as much as physical ones. Set rules for how you engage with technology, phone, social media, email. Without them, you're always on, leading to anxiety and burnout. Digital boundaries might mean turning off notifications, unfollowing negative accounts, or setting app time limits. Use technology as a tool, not your master. You have the right to disconnect and not reply instantly. Financial boundaries protect your money and resources. Say no to requests for money you're not comfortable with. Don't overspend to keep up with others. Try, "I turn my phone off after 9 p.m." or "I'm not able to lend money right now." You don't have to justify your decisions. Simple, clear statements protect your digital peace and financial well-being. Setting boundaries can feel scary, but it's a skill you can learn. Start with self-awareness. Notice resentment, guilt, or exhaustion. These feelings point to boundaries you need. Get clear on what you need: rest, respect, time, and why it matters. Communicate your boundary directly and simply using I statements. For example, "I feel overwhelmed by late calls. I won't answer after 9 p.m. Don't over-explain or apologize for your needs. Be calm, firm, and respectful. Expect some pushback. People may not like your new boundaries. Your job isn't to manage their reaction, but to hold your boundary. Say, "I know this is hard to hear, but this is what I need." Don't argue. Just restate your boundary, and if needed, step away. Consistency is key. Enforce your boundary every time. If you let it slide, you send a mixed message. It will feel hard, and you may feel guilty at first. Breathe through the guilt. Self-respect is not mean. Over time, it gets easier, and your peace will be your reward. For people of faith, boundaries can feel at odds with teachings about service and sacrifice. But loving your neighbor doesn't mean setting yourself on fire to keep them warm. Boundaries are a biblical principle. Protecting your time, energy, and mind is good stewardship. Even Jesus set boundaries, withdrawing to rest and pray. He didn't let others' demands distract him from his purpose. The Bible promises peace to those with steadfast minds. Boundaries help you keep your mind and life in order. They let you serve from fullness, not depletion. Setting boundaries isn't rejection, it's self-respect and wisdom. You have a right to protect your peace and live a balanced life. By setting boundaries, you model wholeness and create healthier relationships. Remember, it's okay to say no. Your well-being matters.